Hi, this is A.T., and this is Hans Christian Andersen. He was author of numerous books of fairy tales, including one called The Little Mermaid, wherein you'll find a story entitled The Emperor's New Clothes. Now that's a warning for children and adults to be always on the alert for social pressure that demands conformist thinking, even when such defies logic or all previous understandings or even common sense. It is a horrific sort of pressure demonstrated many times during Solomon Asch's conformity experiments. The emperor of Andersen's fable ruled over some medieval duchy, and he was obsessed with clothing that he cared more about than even reviewing his soldiers, and he loved to show them in public. When two con men arrived in town, they convinced the emperor that they could weave the most beautiful clothing, and they said it will be invisible only to people who were unfit for office or unusually stupid. These two con men took all of the fineries and stuffed them into a bag to run away with, while pretending to work the looms using invisible thread. A king's minister was sent to watch them, and he could see nothing, but he feared telling the emperor, so he complimented the two men. He said, "Oh, it's beautiful," and he allowed for more money and cloth to be given to these two men. The same happened to a second minister sent by the king. He too saw nothing, but he pretended that he did. And I'm quoting him, "I know I'm not stupid, so it must be that I'm unworthy of my good office. That's strange. I must not let anyone find out, though." And he went on to tell the emperor in these words, "It held me spellbound." Very soon, the whole of the populace knew of the emperor's new clothes, and that only the unfit for office or the very stupid would be unable to see it. When the time arrived for the emperor to wear his outfit in public, even he was unable to see it, but he could not reveal this any more than could his ministers. As he proceeded to his carriage, his noblemen stooped down low to pick up his mantle, and they pretended to carry it to the carriage. So, and I'm quoting Andersen, "Off went the emperor in procession under his splendid canopy. Everyone in the streets and in the windows said, 'Oh, how fine are the emperor's new clothes! Don't they fit him to perfection? And see his long train!' Nobody would confess that he could not see anything, for that would prove him either unfit for his position or a total fool. No costume the emperor had worn before was ever such a complete success. 'But he hasn't got anything on,' a little child said." Unquote. Soon the whole town was crying the same thing, and the emperor, knowing the truth of the child's lament, continued on. He had to, as his noblemen held high the train that was not there at all. Well, the theme of this story should be obvious, and it's currently being played out among DEI corporate offices and university departments throughout not just the U.S. or Britain, but the whole of the West. Here's an example, calling biological truths a mere social construct. The newspaper The Telegraph in Britain recently polled 200 scientists at prestigious British universities who, because they saw sex as a social construct, either denied by 29% or could not express an opinion regarding by 13% such a thing as sexual reproduction. Such convoluted thinking, if that's a viable word, is further confused by contradiction. For instance, when males are accused of being sexist. Western university employees are functioning today as updated duchies of the emperor's days. strolling behind and holding the invisible hems of whatever university chair or department head who determines who will get hired or fired, who will get promoted, who will get a grant or a sabbatical approved, who will get published in prestigious journals. This is going to continue until some maybe comedian, maybe another child, yells out, "The emperor is not wearing any clothes." When it's going to happen, you tell me. That's it. This is E.T. Share these videos, subscribe, and do comment below. Thank you.